Hello guys, hello. I hope everybody's really doing well, and welcome to this live stream. It's almost we are at the month end for April, and also it's like a weekend. So we tried shorting ETH, and we got out at break even. It would have been a nice short if I would have just went it with my stop loss, but nevertheless. It's still, it's a weekend and we still are having some sort of a choppy price action over here as we are watching. So what are we looking for right now? So before we go deep dive into the lower term time frame analysis for Bitcoin, I think we were just going to revise, or maybe I would say just revisit what we already discussed yesterday and day before yesterday on what I expect or what I see for Bitcoin going forward on the higher term time frame, guys. So just to revise it quickly, what I expect for BTC, guys, I just have to tell you is the weekly levels first of all, as we are also getting a weekly closure, and we are having a monthly closure as well. The weekly levels are, you can write it down somewhere, it's 29,901.5. That is the levels you want to see BTC closing the weekly above. If you do happen to get this closure on the weekly above 29,901, which would also indicate that the next dip would be short for buying. It's not for like, you just need to be afraid of buying, but yeah, the next dip would be sure for buying. So let's wait and watch as to how the weekly level closes. Now, if you talk about the monthly levels, the monthly big levels is at 31,850. We are yet to touch that levels. So, and the next big monthly level is at 23,307.44. We're already above that level, guys. So pretty much it feels, that we're not going to close maybe today or tomorrow under 23,307.44. So we're just going to stay above 23,307, guys. So not to worry about it. So I do think that monthly is looking good. However, weekly is still at resistance of 29,901.54. So that is something you need to remember. Now let's talk about the higher term time frame for BTC. Now I've just added some more confluence for our trading. Let's ignore the lower term time frame. We will discuss the lower term time frame soon. But I just added more confluence so that it just can give a lot of or maybe I would say some other doors for us to analyze and give us more confluence to our trade. So I have added few levels over here. The levels I've added is the naked POCs on various levels, on daily, on weekly, and on monthly. So if you just look at the daily untapped naked POC, well, we are having a big levels at 24,720. That is the levels where we have weekly plus daily naked POC, guys. So at some point, as you can see my, the drawing indicates that we are most likely going to go there. And that is somewhere we just most likely going to get another buying opportunity for Bitcoin, and maybe even longing opportunity. Now, if you remember, I mentioned yesterday and day before yesterday as well, the 25,300 is the big levels. And I do think that 25,300 is the big levels, but just imagine it is the levels where each and everyone on Twitter is waiting for. So either there are two options over here. One of the two things is going to happen. Either we don't go there and keep on just making higher highs, and second, we literally blew past that levels and went to some of the biggest levels. Now, if you literally pump up from here, which will literally invalidate the concept of bearish engulfing candle. Remember, on weekly, we are having this bearish engulfing candle, the yellow candle, what you're watching, it's a big bearish engulfing candle. And I have never seen in my entire, Bitcoin, I would say trading, that's what I'm doing since 2017. I've never seen that it invalidates on the hard and time frames such as monthly and weekly. Yeah, you would have seen such invalidations on weekly level. Once it happened when we were literally in the bull run pumping from 10k towards 25,000 bucks. Only once it has happened. but nevertheless 98% of time it has never happened that it don't play out. So I think that the first case is that we literally pump from here seems slightly little off for me because of the bearish engulfing we are having. Also, you have big levels of 29,901, and even if we happen to pump up, it would just be like a liquidity grab, a wick, and it's just going to tank. So it won't stay above for long. It will be just like a swing filler pattern and then dump. Okay, so that's what we have for the first case. The second case is everybody expects 25.3, which means that there will be a huge liquidity at 25.3 or beneath 25.3. So that liquidity is nothing but your weekly plus daily naked POC at 24,720. However, if everybody is going to long 25.3, I'm damn sure it's just going to tank to the biggest levels of monthly naked POC around 23,790, which is very close to the March opens. Remember, our final target was the March opens of 23,129. That is the levels where I would like to see a long BTC. Even if we literally start longing those levels, it's still the price action would be bullish, because if you can see here, the BTC makes higher highs and not lower lows but higher lows. Again, it makes higher highs, and then we will get another higher lows. Indicates that it is a very bullish price action from the PA perspective. So our plan is in the next few days and probably in the month of May, I'm expecting BTC to most likely go towards the weekly plus daily and POC of 24,720 and also towards the monthly naked POC of around 23,790, and later it's just going to go towards March opens. Now March opens is going to be the very crucial level, guys. I think 23,129 is definitely going to be a good levels if you do happen to get it, but we are most likely going to front run at 23,790. So remember two levels, 24,720 and 23,790. So that is the range you get for accumulating spots. For leverage, I'm going to give you the leverage trade on Walsh Wealth Group. Once I see how are we going to go down, in what waves. If you do happen to go down in 3 waves, we are definitely going to go big on leverage. But if we see that, we are just going down in 5 waves, then we are literally not going to go big. But yes, definitely we're going to long the $23,790 levels, even if it gives us another 5 to 10% bounce, guys. So that is what we have for the hour-term time frame. Now, many people literally DM me on Twitter and also on Discord, our members of Walsh Wealth Group. They feel, the ones they are newly joining, what they feel is practically that, have I missed this whole move? Will I get a chance of me buying Bitcoin under 20,000 one more time? So do you also guys have those questions in your mind? How many of you guys want BTC to go under 20,000 one more time so that you can literally load your bag? But trust me, guys, once BTC starts going under 20K again, it won't be like that you just going to literally buy, because everywhere people are going to scream not only 9,000, 8,000, 7,000. They will be like going mad that BTC is going to go towards 3,000, blah blah shit, but it won't go there, trust me. So it's like you need to have some courage, and as soon as BTC starts going under 20K, or even I would say 18K, in case if it goes, then you should not miss it. Just buy. Right now, I want to buy a nice car, okay? Honestly, I'm not a fan of car. I want to buy a villa, but I'm saving all that money. I just wanted to buy a Bitcoin as much as I can, because that money is literally going to help you, help me, not only making me millions and millions, or not only making you changing the life-changing money, but it's just going to give you more and more amount, because the Bitcoin is going to appreciate by a lot than real estate, as well as maybe a depreciating asset like car. So I would say, guys, right now this is the time you literally need to have US dollars in your hand. Again, I'm repeating again, US dollars. I'm not saying USD Tether. Guys, there will be a moment in 2023 or maybe in 2024 that Tether is literally, or any other US dollar, USDT or USDC or whatever, they're going to get vanished. and it's just going to be taken place by Federal Reserve digital currency US dollar. So practically at some point you need to be in US dollars. So right now what you need to do is you need to have your 50 to 60% back in US dollars, and the rest you can put it on USDT and blah blah shit. Because remember, if literally in case if such sort of news break out that Fed USD is coming, and the rest of the USDT and other thing is going to get vanished, the value of USDT is going to go so down that you won't even get a chance to convert your USDT to Bitcoin or whatever else. So trust me, on a safer side, I'm just going to give you a slight warning on this, that you should be having US dollars, because I think in the next 5 to 10 years, I don't see USD Tether or any private, stable coins will be surviving. No, there's only one currency that can exist, is the currency, that is being supported by the government, accepted by the government, and run by the government. That's the only way it has worked so far since till now, and I think it's going to work like this way going forward as well. So practically, I would say have your US dollars and not USDT completely. Just diversify your funds. Okay. Yeah, Illusion, I like the levels of 18.5. It's a good levels. I think I mentioned yesterday that as well on the live stream, that 2020 POC is at 19,234, and if you do happen to get to those levels, yes, 0.14 Fibonacci is at 18,000 bucks, almost close to 17,800, as you can see here. So now guys, there is a question. I know many of you guys are asking me, will we be able to get a chance that we can buy? I cannot for sure at this moment say that we're going to get our chance, but what I feel based on the count that I have, I might be wrong on this one. Trust me, nobody can be 100% right. But what I see and what I have is the move for Bitcoin, as you can see from the top. The move was 1, 2, and 3. So that was our first move that we had. This was a single biggest move for Bitcoin that we had. And after that, what we literally got for the move was a very, very, very I would say bear market retracements. These are known as the bear market retracement and a supporting move. So practically what I feel is the move that we are watching right now is some sort of a very nasty supporting move, because the move that we got on the downside was 3 waves, and right now we are getting 5 waves. Practically, I think if this is the case, then what it also essentially means that the bottom is not in, and we might get something like this going forward for Bitcoin, and we might do something like this. We literally might do something like this. Trust me. If this count, the bear count is valid for valid, at this moment it is valid. And why I think it is valid, it's only and only because whenever we have seen a bottom move, it always have ended with 5 waves, even if it is ABC or a WXY, whatever. I've never seen a triple zigzag correction in a bigger bear market, WXY, no, triple combo. I've never seen it so far. I've been in 2018 bear market, and this is the second bear market, but in the previous bear market, I've never seen that any alt, nor any nor BTC nor Ethereum have ended this whole structured move with 3 waves. So you see, you only have this 3 waves here. Now this whole 3 waves is nothing but your ABC. It can be WXY, you can name it anything, but this is a 3 waves and it is not a 5 waves. And that is the only logical reasoning I have, that the bottom might not be in, guys. So there is still a chance. However, the bullish case is, let's say the bottom is in and we're not going to get it any further lows. Then what it would essentially mean is that we are already have started a big bull run on the Bitcoin. We are in the bull market at the moment. It's just that, as I posted in the Wall Street group, some sort of a very basic Elliott wave lecture, or a very basic Eloit wave write up, that we are the Eloit wave have 5 waves formation. So this is how it goes normally. The 5 waves, so these are the 5 waves over here. If we are literally in the bull market, then trust me, we are currently over here. We are doing this. We are literally doing this move right now. So even if we are doing wave 1 and we are in the bull market, okay, the bottom is in. Let's assume that if the bottom is in, then the next you definitely going to get the dip. A minimum retracement would be to the golden pocket zone. Even if you say that you literally wanted the golden pocket zone, the golden pocket zone for Bitcoin would take it to roughly around what levels, ladies and gentlemen? Anybody? I need to draw the fibs. It will be somewhere around 20,144 to $21,450 levels. And even if we do happen to get such move towards 21,450 to 20,144, I think it is still going to be a lower, not high, lower lows, but higher lows, and the price action would stay intact. Not necessarily the price action needs to stay intact for continuation, as we have seen the 2019 as well. But yeah, I think 21,450 to 20,000 is what you might get it. And as Illusion mentioned, 18.5 is also a very good levels at 786 Fibonacci levels approx. So yeah, I think all these are not out of the sight, and this is what we have on the heart and time frame. I hope you got this, and I hope it is clear to what I've understood. I tried to make you understand my thought process on the heart and time frame. Now let's talk about the lower term time frame, ladies and gentlemen. So we're just going to go to the 4-hour chart, or maybe even we can go to, let me just delete this box first, because I don't need the box. Box and count. Perfect. So if you just have to look at the 1-hour chart, ladies and gentlemen, I just came up with, I was just analyzing it, and I think a very interesting pattern is forming here on the Bitcoin on the lower term time frame. You see, we are getting a lot of a choppy move here on the Bitcoin. This clearly was your wave A or some sort of a wave 1 ending with the 5 waves. We got a sharp move up. Remember the previous week close of 27,000 when I mentioned that we are looking for a move up towards 28.9 to 29,100. We slightly went up a bit higher, and we got a flash dump. This flash dump was the 5 waves. That's what I'm counting, guys. And this 5 wave is what I think is some sort of a wave B, and we have or we are literally doing some sort of a wave C up here. So hence, I think if that is the case, I would like to see BTC, most likely on the lower term time frame. I think 28,963 is most likely going to have a small wick down towards 28,963 to 28,930, and we should be holding the levels of 28,847. A very tight invalidation. A small move up towards 29,619. This harmonic is very good, and if you happen to get this harmonic, we're literally going to short it again for the challenge trade. And if we can even try it longing here with a very tight stop loss, the risk is good, we can take it. And the take profit targets would be 2022 value area high, which also coincides for ETH. That our entry would be around 1821 to 1840 for ETH as well. So this is what I'm looking for on the lower term time frame for Bitcoin. Over and all, even if you do happen to get this move like this, that we have one more push up like this, I am expecting ETH BTC to literally go down towards our naked POC levels. This whole structure I'm watching is some sort of either A, B, and C, or it's just going to be very clean, bearish impulsive move. But for now, we need some more price action to form on over the weekend, and as well as going forward, because next week is going to be the big week, guys. May 3rd is where we are having FOMC, and the rate hike is going to happen. 25 bips rate hike is what the market has already priced in, and it's like everybody expect the 25 bips rate hike is going to happen. That rate hike is not going to be good for the US economy. As you can see, every now and then some or the other bank is dying, and it's going to be very tough for the banks. A lot of banks have their money hedged, or I would say invested in bonds, and this is just going to make their pain worse by hiking the rate. You know, the return literally diminishes, the value diminishes. So practically, I think it's going to be worsen going forward. But this is what I have for the lower term time frame. We're just going to try to see if we can scalp it. If you look at from the, I also posted in Wall Street group the, if you remember, from the XOR chart, our POC is at 29,330. If we can reclaim 29,330, guys, we will run up towards 30,500 and maybe even 30,800, because the next untapped naked POC is at $30,800. It's not there on the chart. It is an XOR chart right now, and I won't be able to switch the screen at this moment. So just have those numbers in your mind. Let's talk about the USD dominance before jumping into something else. Well, USD dominance is definitely bottom, guys. This whole move, what I'm watching is simply ABC. So do not try to be very bullish on anything. What I feel is that USD dominance is bottomed. We already have seen the bottom of USD dominance. I would like to see a zigzag, which is like A, B, and C move. And once that ABC move towards 6.6% is done, I think the USD dominance is going to bounce towards 7.9 to 7.85% and can even go to 8.55%. But definitely that big move is coming. Even if you pump from here, you know, USD dominance pump from here towards 7.9, which would be roughly to the tune of how much percent, if you can just see, it would be roughly around 18 to 19%. If you just watch Bitcoin, you know, over here, and if you are saying that USD dominance is going to pump up and we pump up to 30,500, the 18 to 19% move coincides with your weekly plus daily naked POC, and probably it can have a slightly bitter taste. It may go slightly down by 20% towards 23,700. So practically it perfectly coincides with the levels that we are having with the USD dominance. So if you don't understand the chart of BTC, Ethereum, or blah blah, or any other else, just focus on the USD dominance. This is the most accurate chart you will ever find it anywhere. And I have been so far very much accurate with this chart, since like the top of the USD dominance. I mentioned the ascending triangle is very likely. We have seen historically that the top formation is most likely an ascending triangle, and that's exactly what it is trying to do over here at this moment. But yeah, I think the USD dominance is bottomed, and just waiting for the zigzag to get over. Once the zigzag is over, it's just going to pump up. Okay, so this was all about the USD dominance. For ETH, I think the plan is still fairly same. Nothing changes. This ABC is still something I'm literally worried about it. I think I'm just having bids at 1845 to 1820. I think we should get those levels. And if we do happen to get those levels, in my view, I think if we, let's say if we do happen to get this move like this on Ethereum, this would be very nice for a long towards 2030 to $1996. Let's see if we do happen to get it. But so far this moves to me like some sort of a very interesting irregular flag. So let's see. For now, let's talk about the link. This is very bullish to me. You should not miss link. 6.2 is a very nice levels. Your invalidation is 5.5. Clean invalidation. You should just buy your spot bags and hold. That's it. Your target would be minimum $10. It can even go to $12 as well, but that would be a minimum target. RSR still a much same plan. I'm waiting for my yeah, I was clearly wrong about the dump last year. I completely agree. I was right about the dump from 48,000 to 30,300. If you remember, we started also building long from 31,300 to 30,300, and we got stopped out because I was expecting one more new all-time highs before we literally crash, but it did not happen. So I was wrong. I did not even expect it, 25K or 12K, to be fair with you. Everybody knows it actually, and I've admitted it that I was not expecting it. But yeah, you're right that I was wrong about the dump from. So I never expected a dump from $30,000 to $15,000. Yeah, I have to agree on this. But as the price action forms, we play actually, and we learn and we move on. So RSI, I do think that I'm waiting for our limits to get filled. Once we get our limits filled, I would like to see a very nice move on the RSI towards 4287 and maybe to 4577, guys. Talking about INJ, a lot of people are very curious about INJ right now. I think INJ is pretty much looking good, but you need to understand that it has just done with the 5 waves. What you want to see, or what I would like to see, a liquidity grab. You have a very nice fair value gap, so I would like to see INJ is being testing the levels of 7.41. So I would like to see it sweeping this lows, grab the liquidity, retest the levels of 7.61, something like this, and move up like this. One more big down like this to 7.37. However, let's say if the move down is we just bounce it and we don't lose the levels of 7.6795. If we don't lose it, then yes, we can literally start having one more impulsive move on the INJ towards upside. But for now, I'm expecting a downside move and sweep the lows for the liquidity. So that is what we have for INJ. Y5, I think I've already discussed. I'm waiting for this move, upside move on the Y5. Total 3, guys. Total 3 is something I will not ignore it as well. I know that it's difficult for us to be bullish on ALS versus bearish on BTC. But the price action suggests, the wave count that I have suggests that we might get this move on the upside. ALS might outperform. I don't know what kind of a news it's going to bring, or I don't know what is going to happen. But the count that I have, this is the only count that I have. This is the only count that I have. Unless this count invalidates, I'm not going to even look for any other count. This is the biasness I'm having, guys. So if you would like to ignore this chart, it's up to you. But this is the biasness. Why? Because the up move that you're watching is a diagonal. Okay, over here you clearly see it's a diagonal over here, and then you got a very nice 5-wave move, another 3-wave impulsive move, a 3-wave zigzag, which is clearly your B wave, and now you're getting 5-wave move down, which is your C wave. That is the only count that I have for total 3. I'm literally waiting for total 3 to go down or move down towards 365.6 to $363.8 billion. I think this is going to give us a very nice opportunity for ALS. You can literally take a very tight risk, because your stop loss would be the lose of 2017 all-time highs. If total 3 start losing 2017 all-time highs, you can literally exit the overall market. You remember, a wick is fine. It can literally wick, but you don't want it to lose the levels. We don't want total 3 to clearly get acceptance under 2017 all-time high. A wick is fine. There will always be a liquidity grab, a wick, but we don't want a single closure, not even a daily closure, not even a 2 4-hour consecutive closure under this. So you don't want to see total 3 closing under 2017 all-time highs, guys. You don't want to see this. But that is the reason I'm telling you, this is the best risk reward trade you're going to get it. And it also matches with the wave count that we have for irregular flat A, B, and C. Yeah, I think that's a nice level. 7.414 is a good levels, but I think you should slightly up towards 7.67, because it's a for INJ I'm talking about, because it's a good support, for it's a range support, I can say. Just look at it. It's a range support. Now, if you will just draw the waves, you're most likely going to end up getting roughly around golden pocket zone at those levels, which it is going to make the things a little bit interesting. Just draw the fibs from here. You're going to get the golden pocket zone, most likely. See? So it's like the 7.65 to 7.54 is a good levels in my view for a nice bounce. But I think you should play your levels. You have it, so you should play it. It's up to you. So do you think that the Bitcoin bottom is in for this bear market? Yeah, that's what I explained in the beginning of the live stream with the high time frame. That's what I explained, my friend. Ideally, my belief and the count that I have is I do think that the bottom is not in. Why? Because I might be wrong on this one as well. That the bottom is not in. Why? Because the wave count that I have is the counts that I have is suggests that this move was 1, 2, and 3. Khalas. So practically, this is the whole structural move on the downside. Whatever the move that we got next was all part of the corrective move or some sort of a supporting move to the bigger move downside. Meaning that this move A and the 3-wave move, you can see here, 3-wave move. I'm counting this as a 3 waves, guys, because it's clearly zigzag. It even if you just look at it on the lower time frame, you will just know that, and you will be able to count a zigzag and not 5 waves. At least I'm unable to see the 5 waves actually from the fifth perspective. Even the 5th wave is not a truncated one, and I am seeing this whole move is a corrective move, a 5-wave impulsive move. So this is some sort of a very interesting corrective leg, and after that I would be looking to see something like this for Bitcoin. Ideally it should do something like this if we are literally if this whole move as what I am seeing as a corrective move, if this is a corrective move, we should be getting a big bearish impulsive 5 waves, guys. So John, the count that I have suggests that we can go down, we can see a new lows, but remember, as always, I think it's better to play levels, and this is the count that I have. The most bullish count that I have is right now, but this is my primary count that I have. The most bullish count is, let's say the bottom is in. This is some sort of a bottom, which I don't know, but I don't have any counts for that bottom, honestly, if you ask me. And I don't have any count. If you ask me, I don't have it, so I can't give you. But the best case would be for the bottom would be somewhere around this, something like this for Bitcoin. This is where the bottom would look like. This is exactly how the bottom would look like for Bitcoin. So this is your wave 2. So as you know, if you are an Eloit wave enthusiast or a practitioner, you would be definitely knowing that an Eloit waves or waves always have move in 5 waves actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So let's say even if the bull market have begun and this is just wave 1, so we're definitely going to get wave 2, and the wave 2 normally move minimum to golden pocket zone. Even if you get 618, it is $24,000 and if you go to a little bit slightly deeper pullback of 786, you're definitely going to get it 18,500, guys. So I think we might get at least a chance under 20k to rebuy it probably one more time. There is a likelihood, but that would be a very good chance if you do happen to get it. And this is the exact reason I have made my plan. I explained yesterday that let's say we don't get a confirmation that we don't have a confirmation yet that the bottom is in. I don't have a confirmation that the bottom is in so far. Even if it goes to 42,000, no, it don't make sense for me that the bottom is in. So I would be curious and I would be happy even if Bitcoin go on under 20k. I am just going to go all in Bitcoin. I'm going to buy I'm already holding 25% spot back. If you guys know me from the Walsh Wealth, we were literally accumulating at 16.8. I'm still holding it. I've never hedged it. I'm just going to hold it because that is my long-term back for Bitcoin. And I'm going to sell those Bitcoin around 500,000 with this bull market target. The next bull run target for Bitcoin is 500,000 for me. To be very much specified, it would be somewhere around $513,000. So practically, I'm just going to hold it for those levels. I'm not going to sell it. And 500 to 513,000. I am going to explain the reason. I'm just going to explain the reason, and you can counter me as well. You don't have to accept on the face value whatever I'm saying, but you can counter me. Just hear me out. So practically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy everything under $20,000 if I get an opportunity to buy Bitcoin, and I'm just going to hold it. Even if Bitcoin dumps to 11,800, what I'm going to do is I'm literally going to transfer all my Bitcoins to the coin margin contracts, and I'm going to hedge it at 20,000 or whatever the price I'm going to buy. And once I get the confirmation, I'm going to let my spot backs, thrive. However, let's say if Bitcoin literally dumps to the new lows, I'm going to start, building coin margin future long position with just max 3 leverage for the next bull run target. That's going to deliver me 45x return multiplied by 3. This is going to give me a minimum of, as you can see, it will be giving roughly around 135x on my overall capital. So this is my plan I have. Now, the question you are having, what would the next bull market top? And for that, you will have to go to the gold chart. So now let's go to the gold chart. Let's go way back in 1974 and 1976. Remember what happened when we were very early in the gold. So this was our, $12,000 and $20,000 for Bitcoin. Again, came back down almost to the, $3,000, and we started the bull run for the gold. And similarly for Bitcoin, literally went to $69,000. You see the price action we are having. Gold literally went and retested the 886 Fibonacci levels, So practically, this was just a very small move, because remember, every 10 year is a grand cycle. The Bitcoin is almost, I would say, is done with the 10 years. We are in the second grand cycle, and it is going to be the bigger grand cycle. I would say a mother of all grand cycle, That's what I would say. So practically, I think the next pump or the bull run for the Bitcoin would be somewhere like to gold, meaning it would literally go straight to 761 at Fibonacci level of the previous bull market, which would give us the exact top around $511,000 for Bitcoin. So you maybe try to exit Bitcoin around from $480 to $511,000. You must slowly and gradually exit those levels, and maybe that would be the top for the Bitcoin in my view. So you just watch the Bitcoin chart, just watch this Bitcoin chart on the monthly time frame. You will feel that it's exactly the same that what we are talking about. Just look at it. It's just very small. You feel that this price action is so small, and suddenly you get it. People are just going to literally exit the market at 180k or 200k, and it just pulls out a big wave wave 3, guys. Nobody would have imagined. It just pulls out to a very bigger wave 3. Remember, wave 3 is very big. It's always the biggest wave you can ever get it. So the wave 3 is target, in my view, should be around 500,000 minimum. So that's where people are going to scream, and they're going to remember McAfee for the 1 million target. But no, we're not gonna get 1 million so easily. For 500,000, yeah, it is achievable and doable. So that's what my target is for the next bull run, my friend. Woo, yeah, we'll have a look at Woo as well. Anyways, even if we happen to have an extended wave 5, we already have an extended wave 5. We can max go towards 23,400 max. It is what, that is something, I can't. No. I don't think the all-time high should be in this year, but I am still not mastered myself in the time frames. I'm still learning, so I can't literally tell you that, it's going to happen this year, my friend. I'm still in the learning phase. But what I can tell you is that the degree of wave 3 would be very quick. As you can see from the gold chart, as you can see here, you see the degree of wave. It would be very quick. So I'm just going to have the date range. So after gold topped out almost in 1974, it almost took around 609 days for gold to bottom out. And once it bottomed, after 609 days, it made this highs in 1,247 days, meaning it almost took double the time. So, but the degree of wave was too big. Even if in the double the time, if I would say that gold would make twice the return, it would have gone roughly to around 381, but it just simply went to 878. So the degree of wave was too big. So there is a possibility that that the next bull run will take some time. It's not going to print this sort of a big candle in a month or maybe 2 months, but you never know. Actually, I can't exactly tell you the time. It's just wait and watch game kind of a thing. So this is all we have for high term time frames and lower term time frame. We have gone through Bitcoin, USDT, and Ethereum. Link and RSR is also done. Litecoin is a little bit very interesting to me as well. But so far, I think if still till we are at 90, I think we can have a move down. This can be a very nice ABC move, guys, on the Litecoin. The flash dump, in my view, is some sort of a wave A. This is wave B, and we can get wave C downside like this for the Litecoin, in my view. Everybody is bullish on Litecoin because of the halving which is going to happen. But just look at the Litecoin previous halvings and how much return it has given. You will be getting a very interesting numbers, and you can tag me on the Twitter once you get those numbers. RNDR, same plan. Do not FOMO. This is the plan we already discussed yesterday as well. INJ we already discussed. Let's talk about Near and Woo. So Near, my plan is I'm looking for this diamond bottom formation on Near. I've already set out the limit on Walsh Wealth Group for the spots, 1.86 to 1.87 to 1.82. That's what we are going to add to our spot backs. The invalidation is 1.774, and the take profit targets will be 2.18 and maybe even to 2.6 as well. So that's what you should have for Near, ladies and gentlemen. Talking about Woo, let's also discuss Woo, my friends. Woo USDT perhaps. I think we already discussed it yesterday. I mentioned till we are holding the sorry, where is the chart? Yeah, I think this is the chart. This is what we were expecting, and it played out very nicely, guys. If you remember, not yesterday, we discussed this like on day before yesterday when we were literally here. I mentioned that till we are holding these levels, the range highs of 2450, I'm expecting Woo to have one more push up like this towards the new highs because it is missing one more push on the upside. So I do think that we are right now getting a 5 waves move on the upside. So I would like to see Woo doing ABC. I would like Woo to do something like this: ABC, hold up, accumulate, and go up like this. So 24.5 is a very interesting levels for Woo. If you are holding spot, hold it till we are above 24.5. Once it loses the range highs, then it would be a good sign for you guys to literally exit the Woo and wait for it to rebuy around 18 cents. Okay, but for now it is bullish. I do think that this is some sort of a retracement move, and we will be looking for a move up higher. A lot of in CD, some very experienced traders are projecting Bitcoin by the end of Q2 this year. Any comments? Q2 end. The Q2 is already begun. We are in the Q2 already. April is done. So you mean to say that in May, June, in 2 months, Bitcoin is going to thrive from $30,000 to $70,000? Likely, there is a possibility. But I don't know actually, because I don't have the count. Honestly, if I have to tell you, I just want to be really honest with you. There's possibility, possibility is always there. Why? Because from the MA perspective, we are above, MA 200 or EMA 200 on the daily. You are above MA and EMA 200 on the weekly. You are also having a good support of weekly MA 100. So yeah, I think logically all the trend for now is to the upside. But remember, we're definitely going to see ABC correction at least to the levels of 24,720 to 23,790. This correction is going to happen, in my view. The question is whether it's just going to hold here, or it's just going to bounce from here, or it's just going to literally squeeze down, dump from here. That is the only question even I have it, which I don't have a clue at this moment. So I just would be very careful with the choice of my words. Yeah, I don't have a clue at this moment. So, but for now, what I think is 23,790 is what the monthly naked POC is, where we would be bidding. I'm going to buy at least because I expect a bounce from those levels to $27,000 levels at least. I mean, that's what I'm expecting for Bitcoin. I don't know what other people thinks by Q2. If you remember, even I was expecting Bitcoin to make new all-time highs in 2022. If you remember that we're going to literally make, after $30,000, we're going to make new highs, but it never happened. So in the past, I have got many bottoms on Bitcoin, like 29,000, if you remember, got literally the top as well. I nearly gave the short at 69.2 and cancelled it just because I wanted to have a better entry at 70k, if you remember. And you also remember we have shorted literally heavily in 2022. But right now, I think, and we also longed 17.8, if you remember, when we were literally dumping. 17.8 was a good levels till 25k. But I don't think, I mean, that it can literally do in 2 months pumping this way unless there's some crazy news coming in or some big adoption coming in. So I don't know if the government is literally buying. Right now, the government is selling the Bitcoin, and they literally want to buy Bitcoin cheaply so that they would literally take away all your Bitcoins, guys. The US government is going to take away. If they really want to be very powerful, they will take away everything. From June, China is going to open the trading for crypto. OKB exchange might literally gain a big volume from China again, official volume, and maybe, and this can be a big, this can literally bring a big impact. Remember, whenever we had China previously, China always used to dump big on the market. Remember that, always. So they always play nasty, actually. So let's see. No, I've already mentioned my target, my friend John. My target is 500,000 because the wave count that we have, if BTC would have literally wanted to go to 1.2 lakhs, 100,000 to 120,000 bucks, it should have holded the 30k levels. That's exactly what even I wanted it. That would have matched perfectly with the waves. Wave 3 can never be so small. It can never be small. So practically we already got a deeper pullback, almost close to 15,000 bucks. It was too deep. Too deep from the top. Very much deeper pullback. So when you get such sort of a deeper pullback, you always get a big move on the upside. So I do think that 120,000 is just going to be like a peanut, actually. Hey, hi Ayub. I'm good. How are you? MashaAllah. How's things? What is ACH? I've never charted ACH in my life, actually. INJ, I mean, this is the plan for the INJ. 7.65 to 7.5 is what you should be looking for long. ACH is what? ACH. It is there on the Bybit, huh? What coin is this? What it does? The volume is pretty dying. Yeah, it looks good. You see, I mean, you have the liquidity pool. Yeah, this move seems to me like some sort of A, B with clearly zigzag, and this is like a 1, 2, 3, or maybe this is a 3, 4, and 5. The bottom might be in for ACH. The wave C, yeah, Hong Kong, my mistake. But I think China is also going to most likely come into the game because Russia, if you remember, Russia declared a few days back that they are allowing the remittance in crypto. They are exploring it. So practically, if Russia have a good trade with China, so they will expect all the trade partners to, do something like that. But I'm not sure. But Hong Kong is, yeah. Wow, that's great, my friend. That's great. Congratulations, Ayub. And I wish you all the very best. I hope you thrive and you take this way forward with you, my friend. Stay in touch. Always keep on pinging me. We will I'm sorry, we never got a chance after in Ramadan as we were busy to have a call, but we'll definitely arrange a call probably next week so we can talk and discuss the charts together. Okay. But yeah, I think ACH looks great, but the way we have yet to sweep the lows, there is a likelihood that what we might do is we are forming some sort of a diamond bottom. We might do pump up like this, can be a zigzag like this, and then pump. But this is a clear view. In my view, this is A, B, and this is C. So I think ACH is good. If you're really looking for a spots, you should buy the spots and just hold it. ACH is a good one. I don't know what this coin does or what is the value or what it does, but this PA is looking great. It can give you 100% gains in long term. What is the DSLA? What is DSLA? It is there on KuCoin. What it does, it looks like some sort of a shit coin. Very strong, very strong levels right now. I would say on the KuCoin, the strong levels. So if you are holding this level, great, but I don't think it's gonna hold. I don't think so. Because just look at the structure it has. Look at the structure. Now let's say this move is 1, A, B, and C2. I think it already did a truncated wave 5. So there is a possibility that, what it might do, if we can hold this green line over here, if we can hold this green line, accumulate a little bit like this, just hold it here, accumulate it here. Yeah, we can have one more push up. Then it would finish a 5 waves. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. However, if we start losing the green line, this whole move would be a corrective move. A, B, and C. Meaning, it's just going to lose it like this, bounce from the levels of 17595, reclaim it like this, and reject and come back down like this. Accumulate, reaccumulate again, and then pump. Something like this. So the green line is very important. The levels is very important. 24100 is very important actually. Okay. Hey, hi Kretis, I'm fine. How about you? How things? QNT. Let's watch QNT. QNT. I think I've charted QNT previously. I'm not sure how it worked out. Seems like it just had a wick like this to $230. It played a very nice inverse head and shoulder at that point. Yeah. But we have a neckline. So the neckline that we need to remember. Let me just rechart it. So first of all, we're going to go to the weekly levels. Yeah, I already have a chart for Nifty 50. I just have to show you. Nifty is bearish at the moment. I have a chart for Nifty 50 and I've already been out of the stock market ever since. So you have this neckline and you also have these levels. Magnet is too poor. And then you're going to look at the weekly support. Okay, this is the support that you have. And we're going to look at for a 3-day chart as well. So now if you look at here, QNT, QNT in my view is a very big A, B, C, and it's not an impulsive move. It's a clean A, B, C. It's a clean ABC with a very nice doji at the top, or I would say shooting star kind of a candle. And the move down is A, B, and we are doing wave 1 right now. We will be doing wave 2 up something like this towards 140, 135.5 to 148. Reject, lose these levels, and we're going to go down like this. So for bear, it's once it loses 95, it's going to go deep. For bull, it needs to break above 148. Once it flips this neckline, remember this is the neckline you have for the inverse head and shoulder. Once it flips this, the target would be $281 to $314. That is going to be a target. So in between, it's a zigzag. So you need to play it the levels on the lower term time frame. The lower term time frame level is at 118.4. You flip 118.4 and we're going to target 135.5 and 148.7. That's how you should play QNT. ARB is yeah, I have played ARB many times. I have played ARB many times. I think I'm the one who mentioned 1.75 to 1.8 will be your top for ARB. Anybody remember it? And I also mentioned that I have the chart on for ARB on Binance. I hope I have not changed anything in the chart. It was on over here. Look at the degree of wave at 1.3 at Fibonacci levels, and look at my blue box. Anybody remember? I mentioned the blue box is your buying zone for ARB. You buy here, look at the drawing. You buy here, pump from towards 1.38 Fibonacci levels to 1.618. It literally went towards in between 1.618 to 1.38, and we're going to go down. That is the plan, my friend. Khalas. Overall, the bigger plan is ARB is going to go towards sweeping this lows. It's going to sweep the $1 level. It's going to go under the $1 level, guys. That is the bigger plan. The low term time frame, if you really ask me, I don't have a count at this moment. It's going to take a lot of time, but I think, and I cannot give you, but this is what the plan is. Overall, it's going to go under $1. I'm sorry, but if you are in Walsh Wealth Group, ping me. I will chart it for you maybe tomorrow, ARB, and going to post it for you. Yeah, I think if you literally get it 30,500, yeah, you should do it. Sell in May and walk away. I would not say walk away, but look for an opportunity around 23.7 maybe. Yeah. At least I won't walk away. I'm not going to sell it as well. I have good profits with 16,800 spot backs. But as I mentioned, my target is 500,000. So I'm just going to let it ride. Even if it goes to 12,000 one more time, I will not regret it, because my plan is to build a coin margin 3 times leverage position on Bitcoin for the next bull run. That is going to make you super duper rich. Even if you just have one Bitcoin spot, you will end up with $14 million in the end of the bull market next, just with Bitcoin trade. No other trade you need it. No other trade. You will make $14 million. Inshallah. I think the calculation I've showed yesterday. So that's all, guys. I think if you like my work and if you like to support it, do trade on Bybit. Do not be afraid of the KYC. KYC is good. It's just going to keep. Oh, Nifty. I forgot. Thank you for reminding me. But yeah, do trade on Bybit, guys, if you would like to support my work. And I think Bybit KYC is good, guys. Nothing to worry about it. And slowly and gradually, I think all the parties are going to come for the KYC. Every exchanges would be compulsioning the KYC thing. So okay, I mean, nothing to worry about it much. Where is my chart? Oh my god, we have to go very far. It's not about confidence, it's about the price action. I've already explained, my friend, right, Khan? I've explained 2 times today. Maybe I'm going to explain it tomorrow again, next time, or maybe on Monday. So this is the plan I have for the Nifty 50, my friend. I do think that this move is a ABC move, and I think even if you do happen to get a move towards, because we are at the lower term time frame resistance at the moment. You see, we are at the resistance of 18,151. So we can test 18,151, reject from those levels, come back down towards a support of 17,328, and get a pullback towards the range highs and then dump. My target for the Nifty is somewhere around 13,700 to $13,100. That is my target for Nifty, my friends. Okay. So thank you so much, guys. And I'm sorry if Rebo, I forgot the UNFI. Maybe I will send you the chart. Just ping me on the Twitter. I'll send you the chart personally. Thank you so much, guys, for your support. Have a nice night and have a very nice weekend. And I'm going to have another write-up on the Eloit wave. I'm every day or maybe twice or thrice a day, once in 3 days, I'm going to update or post more on the Eloit wave for you guys to learn and study. So this is a good time for you to understand, I think. No, I don't do one-to-one trading training. Everything is in Walsh Wealth Group. You have any questions? Yes, I'll be happy to assist you in Walsh Wealth Group. You just ask me 100 times, whatever. I will help you. I'll help you. And every live stream, I explain everything in detail. You don't need to pay anything extra. I don't want money from you. I don't need any money from anyone. I only need your blessings. That's all I need. Okay. So yeah, that's all. Thank you so much, guys. Have a nice night. Bye bye. Take care. Have a nice weekend.